Alright guys, welcome back to another live stream. Today, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinions on The Amazing Race Season 33. And this was the COVID season. The season where they essentially filmed 3 episodes. And then COVID shut everything down. And then they had to restart filming again. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Now, overall, I am a little bit down on the season. It isn't my favorite Amazing Race season, at least in recent history. But yeah, I have the wiki, Amazing Race wiki up because I might not be able to remember some stuff, but yeah. Let's start off with the premiere, where we have all the teams start off in their homes. And then they are given this call from Phil and telling them to head to London to find this square and, find the Trafalgar Square, something like that. And there's a Bobby there. That was a police officer. And then, and by the way, I did do a recap show series on this. And sorry I did not do one for the finale, the final 3 episodes. Sorry. Just didn't feel like doing it. Anyways, they find the body, and then they go over. Let's just skip to the detour where one side was like graffiti art, and I can't remember the other. This was some sort of art. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was finding that DJ guy, DJ Max or something. I don't know. And anyways, and then get the storylines of like Ryan, Dusty, Anthony, and Spencer, and we'll talk about a lot of these people in a few minutes here, but. We have this cup of tea. Everyone has to have a cup of tea in London, and then so here are the places for the leg. So Anthony and Spencer got first place. Second place went to Ryan and Dusty. Third place went to Raquel and Kayla, which I actually thought Lulu. I thought Raquel and Kayla are going to do way worse than this. Kim and Payne got fourth. Fifth went to Carl and Ray. Sixth went to Akbar and Sherry. Seventh went to Connie and Sam. Eighth went to Taylor and Isaiah. Ninth went to Aaron and Natalia. And 10th went to Lulu and Lala, who really had problems with this episode. And actually, Michael and Mo were ahead of them, but they got lost and ended up getting last and were eliminated. But they do end up coming back, so we'll talk about them a bit later on. And then now for episode 2, or the second part of the premiere, which was an elimination, and they are still in London. So yeah. Lulu and Lala did come in last, but it's an elimination so yeah, it didn't really matter for that. But now let's talk about episode 3. I should talk about that stupid needle and haystack challenge. It's probably one of the worst needle and haystack challenges, but whatever. Anyways, episode 3. Kim and Penn did very well, but they ended up getting first, and we saw the diva side of Penn there, which is kind of interesting. This is actually Raquel and Kayla's worst leg. They got 6th in this. Ryan and Dusty got 2nd, and unfortunately, Aaron and Natalia got 10th and were eliminated. Which is kind of sad, honestly. And it was. Yeah, I mean, I really liked that, and I was hoping for another team to go, But obviously we'll talk about them right now, as we do have the COVID shutdown, and everyone has to go home, and then they start up the race again in Switzerland. Oh yeah, by the way, that last leg they went to Scotland, so they went to Glasgow, Scotland, which is kind of interesting, Anyways, excuse me. For episode 4, they're in Switzerland, and they brought back 2 teams. They brought back Michael and Mo and a run in Natalia, because 4 teams couldn't make it back. Taylor and Isaiah, Carl and Ray, Connie and Sam, and Anthony and Spencer. And let's talk about these teams. Taylor and Isaiah, YouTube sensations for that one video that was like a wedding thing. You know what? They were fine. I actually didn't mind them. I didn't mind them at all, actually. And then Carl and Ray, honestly, at first I thought they weren't gonna come back because they broke up, but I like how they're from like Love Island, but we didn't know Carl did the female, and this did come out later saying she had visa problems, and that's why they didn't make it on, which is kind of sad, honestly. Then Connie and Sam, who I actually very much like them. They brought in this kid who's failing, and they took him in. He was homeless, so that storyline very great there. Then Anthony and Spencer, they stopped the terrorist attack on that train in like France or the Netherlands or somewhere like that in 2015. I really like that. And honestly, Anthony and Spencer, they were my winner picks. Then it was Ryan and Dusty, but we'll talk about that later. And then and then anyways, let's talk about let's continue talking about these 8 these teams here. This 4th leg here. There was a speed bump, but I can't remember. I don't think they aired it. Did they? Yeah, but Aaron and Talia and Michael Mo came back. They do have this challenge where they have to go up the, walk around along a ridge line, which I found pretty interesting. And then Ryan and Dusty came in first. Second place went to Kim and Pan. Third, Raquel and Kayla. Fourth, Lulu and Lala. Fifth went to Akbar and Sherry. Sixth went to Arun and Natalia, who got lost again. But Michael and Mo got last again, 7th, and were eliminated. Let's talk about them. They were fine. I will say they were fine. They weren't my favorite team. I actually forgot who they were after they got eliminated. I was like, who are they? But apparently the police officers, The next episode was a non-elimination leg, so we don't care. But next, they were in Switzerland for that leg as well. Now for leg 6, we're off to Greece, I think, or Corsica. That's right. Where they have this. This is where Ryan and Dusty start struggling, and it's there was this detour with cheese and a donkey. They chose cheese. They struggled and they fell to the back of the pack. They were actually last at one point. Kim and Pan got first, and they got first in this. But it was this scene definitely seemed like they are boosting up for like a female team win. Right? But, that last challenge though, the roadblock where they're in like the waterfalls and the gardens, I would 100% do that. That looks extremely fun, honestly. But yeah, Akbar and Sherry did actually end up getting eliminated, and let's talk about them. I didn't know he was on the Ellen Show. Honestly, I didn't know he was on the Ellen Show, but I obviously like them, and they were kind of the more dysfunctional team, which that literally came out of left field for me. Literally came out of left field. I had no idea that was coming. So yeah, and then the next episode, guess what it was? It was a non-elimination leg because that It's what always happens. And they were still in Corsica. And then leg 8, they went to Greece. And it's kind of funny. They had to the Suvaki. They like Lula ended up getting so lost. They ended up at the pit stop. Like, how do you do that? They ended up at the pit stop before they ended up going to the food truck. Honestly, this is. I've kind of been forgetting to mention. Kim and Penn have been on a winning streak, kind of. They've been doing really well. Like first place, leg 3, leg 6 for first place 7th, first place in this leg 8. I'm touching the stream. Anyways, that's kind of weird. So, but yeah, Lululemon did end up getting eliminated here, and you know what? They were fine. They weren't my favorite team in the world, but you know. And then like 9, Ryan and Dusty came in last, but it was an elimination leg, and yeah. But you know, we should talk about the coin needle in a haystack challenge. That was like it was kind of a luck thing, right? Honestly, it was really luck based. Now for the finale, which was leg 10, and they're in Portugal, Lisbon to be exact. And we start off with them rowing boats. Then they had to paint a door, I think. Or was there something else? There might have been something else. And then they had to look. Then, like, there were two roadblocks, and you know what? Like that counting roadblock would just kill me. Honestly, I would have not been able to do it because I have, yeah, that would not have gone well. It was Aaron and Natalia did end up going home here, and let's talk about them. Obviously, they were eliminated earlier, so I really didn't want them to win, and like they're kind of like one of the worst teams in Amazing Race history, to be honest. I mean, they got 3rd in like 2, and 4th in like 6, and it's supposed 3rd and 9, but that's kind of on the back pack. But like they got eliminated in like 3, and then they came in last 2 other times before getting eliminated here on leg 10. And which, honestly, they might be like at least. Well, no, they weren't. They were fine. They were great DB. I actually really liked them. But now we have the finale. They race to LA, and let's start off with that first elevator challenge. And Ryan Dusty did absolutely horrible in this challenge. And actually, all the teams actually did kind of struggle on this. They had to find a code that was going up and down an elevator on the side of a building in downtown Los Angeles. So, yep. And then there's this Pinata challenge. Raquel and Kayla knocked that one out of the park. Kim and Penn did well as well. And then there was the Foley challenge where it showed past Amazing Race moments, and I actually thought that was a memory test, honestly. But yeah, that was a very good challenge. I actually really enjoyed that challenge. They ended up, and Kim and Penn and Raquel and Kayla ended up getting out at the same time. Like, what? But Ryan and Dusty are way at the back of the pack at this point. And then we get to the final challenge where it was tennis. And they had to remember, like, you know, like things from this season. And Kim and Penn actually did the notes, and they ended up getting 3rd. They ended up winning. So I was very happy for them. They were my winner. I really wanted them to win. So they were actually 3rd for my winner picks, but you know. And then Raquel and Kayla got 2nd, which they were at the front of the pack this entire time until now, which was kind of sad for them. Honestly, I was kind of a little bit bummed for them. And then Ryan and Dusty, they come. Let's talk about Ryan and Dusty. Ryan and Dusty, they were my second winner picks. Like obviously, them getting in Ryan getting in prison for something he didn't do. That storyline was very good, and I actually thought they were gonna win just based off that storyline in there. I would like to see them return. Now for Raquel and Kayla, I thought they were gonna do worse than Lulu and Lala, or it was like gonna be very close. I actually thought Lulu and Lala and Raquel and Kayla were gonna do worse out of everyone. Like I thought they were gonna be like one of the first few teams out, and then yeah. But that's amazing. Like, the worst they did was 6th place, which to be honest is not that great, but yeah. Now for Kim and Penn, I really like this. I like this team. They're great, and they are the best team of the season. 5 wins out of 11 legs. I mean, the worst they do is leg 2, which is where they got 5th place, and they got 4th in the premier leg, and but let's see, 4th, 5th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 1st, 2nd, 2nd, 1st. Like that's pretty good. Like they're a top 10 team in my opinion. So yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. And there we go. That is there you go. Now honestly, I was overall this season this season wasn't the greatest season in the world. Honestly, didn't really enjoy the season too much, honestly. But like there were no U-turns, no yields or anything, which I hope they return to that. Now next season, that we do have confirmation they are going to be filming soon, and yeah, I don't think they'll be going to Europe, obviously, because of what's going on recently. But yeah. Yeah. Anyways, there we go. That is it for the review for Amazing Race 33. Now, I will. Oh my God, what is going on with me? I will include this in the year in reality TV video at the end of the year when that comes out. But yeah. As for the next few videos over the next few weeks, there's gonna be an MCC video coming out soon. It's gonna be the cast assessment for MCC 20, which I'm very excited for. MCC 20, I'm very and then Secret Saboteur, which is Lauren Z-Side's news show. I might cover that. I might do a review for that. Then now for Survivor 42, I might do a recap series of that. But honestly, I might do it like what I did with Amazing Race, where it's like do every other week, do 2 episodes in one video or something like that. Honestly, I've been kind of busy, but kind of busy lately, and yeah, I've been very stressed. So yeah, but my goal is get at least one something on YouTube a week. But yeah, that is the video that is my review for season 33 of Amazing Race. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, subscribe. Yeah, and leave a like. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. End the stream.